Hi guys, today I wanted to make a video reviewing the Cover FX Pressed Mineral Foundation, and I've been using this for about a week, and I have been using the Kat Von D Lock It In Liquid Foundation, and I like it and it gives excellent coverage, but I was wanting to try something more with powder, and I went to Sephora and I was going to try the Kat Von D Lock It Pressed Powder Foundation, but the lady at Sephora recommended me try this instead because I have oily skin, but I have been getting some dry patches because of the winter weather. So let me tell you about this real quick. On the box it says clinically tested and vegan, paraben, fragrance, gluten, mineral oil, and talc, TALC free, powder plus foundation in one for healthy full coverage in matte finish with oil absorbing microspheres. And this was $36 at Sephora, and I've been using it for about a week, and so far I like it. The coverage is pretty good. I noticed when I put it on in the morning, now I've only worn it all day a few times, but when I put it in the morning and then when I use a makeup wipe at night, not a lot comes off on the cloth, but I think it still gives pretty good coverage. And one thing nice about this is you can touch it up. This is what the packaging looks like for it, and then you open it and that's what it looks like, and then it has a little sponge underneath, and I am in the color N10. So I am going to kind of show you my everyday foundation routine that I do with this foundation. So let me pull my hair back. Been kind of just pulling the top half back and clipping it up. I've been liking this way better. My bangs are kind of long enough now. I did wash my face this morning with the First Aid Beauty cleanser. I really like that stuff. I feel it's good and gentle to use in the morning. And then the only other thing I have on my face is this Peter Thomas Roth Cucumber Detox Bouncing Hydrating Gel. I've been really liking this. So the next thing I would put on is this Too Faced Primed and Poreless Skin Smoothing Face Primer. So I put this on. This is the primer I've been using. I like it because it makes your skin super soft. I don't know if I would purchase this again. I actually got this from my sister. She didn't want to use it anymore, so free primer means something I don't have to pay for. So I just kind of put this all over, and then sometimes I wait and try to let it set, and then sometimes I just move right on to the next thing. And the next thing I use is CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer, and I am in Fair. If I can get this open. Okay, so I just like to hit certain areas. My chin has been overall pretty good. I haven't had too severe breakouts. I noticed my breakouts really have to do a lot with what I'm eating, so I've been trying to eat better. And I don't have my contacts in, so I can't really see anything I'm doing, so I'm going to use this little mirror here and just use a little beauty blender and blend it in. Kind of use a mixture of like patting it in / kind of rubbing it in, and that just kind of works for me. And that's all I really do with concealer, is just kind of hitting the high points. Okay. Now next I used the foundation, and the lady at Sephora used a brush, but I didn't feel like that really gave enough coverage, so I've been using this sponge, and I think it works better if I can get it. It's kind of gross, and I think I'll get more little sponges and kind of rotate them out during the weeks and stuff, like only use one a week and get a new one. I don't think they're that expensive, so I just kind of get it and just kind of spread it all over my face. So that's just kind of like one layer of this, so I'll layer a little more in certain areas. Alright, I think that's pretty good. You can still kind of see a few of those little red dots here, and I could put more concealer on it, but I'm not going anywhere super fancy, and that's kind of how I feel about this foundation. Like, if you're going somewhere super nice, use probably the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. But if you're just doing everyday stuff, why not just use something more simple and easy to touch up? And then also, this is probably better for your skin because it doesn't have all that stuff in it. So I think that's pretty good coverage. Next, I use a setting powder. I know it's kind of weird, but it just makes me feel better. And I've been using the Rimmel Stay Matte. I've been liking this with this foundation. It just makes it feel a little better. And I got this little brush from Target. I think it doesn't even really have a name on there. So this just makes me feel better. Okay. Next, I am very pale, so I need some color back in my cheeks. So I'm using the Maybelline Master Highlight. And this is the Real Technique brush. I kind of use this as a blush brush. I always feel kind of funny when doing my makeup because I always kind of smile in the mirror to see if the blush is right on my cheeks. Girl can never have too much blush. You can see it's kind of, this also has kind of like a highlight in it that you can see. Oh, don't need to close that. Alright. Once I finish this, I then like to set my makeup, like the face part of it, with the L'Oreal Infallible Spray. Okay. Next I like to do my eyebrows. And I kind of brush through them. I have decent eyebrows where it starts here, but once it gets over here, I have like no eyebrow. And I actually don't always do eyebrows, but I thought today I would. I've been using the Maybelline Brow Drama. I don't really like the pencil because I feel like I can't do it right. I kind of want to try some of, I think Benefit makes a lot of eyebrow stuff, and I want to try some of their new stuff that they got out, but until I can afford it, we will use this. So. This does work pretty well. Like, I can tell a difference and actually have eyebrows in pictures. Decent. One thing nice about this stuff is it doesn't get super clumpy. I have used just a dark brown eyeshadow before, kind of as an eyebrow on my eyebrows, and it works really well. I just feel like it rubs off easy. This stuff doesn't rub off, and it kind of makes your eyebrows feel almost like you put hairspray in them. Alright, I am going to add a little eyeshadow today. Sometimes I use eyeshadow primer and sometimes I don't. And I don't feel like it today. One thing, I do really like this Naked palette. I've had it forever. I got it for Christmas a couple years ago. I have noticed when I use this, and even if I don't use primer, it stays on all day. That's one thing really nice about this palette. And I'm going to be using some of my, these Real Technique brushes. I also got these for Christmas one year, and they work pretty good. I've cleaned them a couple times, probably not as much as I should. So, I like to start off with the color Virgin and just kind of put that all over the lid. And then I've been liking the color Toasted. It's toward the end. Let's see if I can show you. This one is Toasted. Virgin is the one on the very other, right here. I can't describe that. Okay. I kind of like to just put that in the crease. I don't really know the technical terms, maybe not the crease, but the outer edge. This does have a mirror, and that's what I'm using to look into, which is very nice. And then I think I'm going to take the color here, Sin, and kind of mix that in too. Those are the colors that I use the most. Oh, okay. And I kind of just use the same brush for it. See how it looks here? Make it up. That's kind of what it looks like. And I think these colors help kind of bring out the blue in my eyes. And next, I don't do this a whole lot either, but I thought I'd just share this with you guys. I have a really hard time with eyeliner. I have tried pencil eyeliner and liquid eyeliner, and I can never make it fall directly on my eyelash line, and then it just looks awful. So what I've been using is like a black eyeshadow, and I've noticed the naked one works really good and a tart one works good because they slide so easily on the eyelid. When I use just a Maybelline one, like in the Maybelline Nudes there's a black shade, and I tried using that, it doesn't go as smooth. So I use this brush from Real Techniques. I don't even know what this brush is called, or if you even use this for like eyeliner, but that's what I do. So I use the color Creep, and I just dab some in there, and I go across. So I think you can kind of see on this one, this edge is more dark than what this one is. So I kind of just go about midway up or so. I don't know, I've been playing around with it, and I don't want to get too risky and run it all. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Okay, those are finished. So now that I am done with that, I kind of sometimes fling all the extra off on my hand just so it's kind of clean. Next we will use mascara, and then we're almost done. Let's see. I've been liking, my favorite mascara is the Maybelline Rocket Volume Express, and I have this in just a normal one and waterproof because I don't always like to use waterproof. The waterproof is really good, but it's really hard getting off. This is the Tarte eyelash curler. It's one of the best eyelash curlers I've used because I've only ever used drugstores ones besides this one, and this one works really well. I kind of really need a new one because this thing is pretty old. I also got it for Christmas. I also have a fear that these will take off my eyelashes. I don't know if y'all have seen the video where the one girl used it and it took off all her eyelashes. I don't even know if that's fully real, but it freaks me out. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, so I'm just using the Rocket Volume Express in, I think it's either black or brown. And that's how it looks, and I think that the eyeliner I did actually really helps make them look more full. I have short lashes, and this I feel like really helps spread them out. So last, all we have is lipsticks, and one of the lipsticks I have been liking was actually a lipstick that my makeup person who did my makeup on my wedding day put on me, and I really like it. She knew what she was doing. So this is just an Ulta lipstick, and it actually lasted my whole wedding and looked really nice, and it's the color, it just says Ulta, and it's 241, and that's all it says. So let me put this on. I can open it. This is the color, and I think it works really well for like the fall and winter, even in the spring and summer, because I wore this lipstick when I got married in July. And I would recommend moisturizing your lips, but I did not just do that. So this is my completed look of makeup with reviewing the Cover FX. This stuff feels really well. I can touch my face, and Nothing is coming off. I have wore this all day and it does last. You do need a touch up if you have like blemishes and breakouts on your chin, but it doesn't feel like anything's on my face, which is something that I really like. So let me take down my hair so you can kind of see the full effect. Kind of brush it out so it's not crazy. So this is the Cover FX makeup look I did. I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. Bye!